Show.
It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 620.
What's happening, guys? What's going on? Happy Wednesday. Harry,
Hello.
how are you, buddy?
Good.
Dodge.
Hello.
Mr. 97,
What's going on?
you're all present. Welcome to the studio.
Good energy.
Yeah, real good energy.
Yeah, thought we'd fire it up with that one.
Happy.
Yeah.
You're on cloud nine at the moment.
Oh, I'm TikTok famous. I am bloody TikTok famous.
What does that mean?
I've got 15,000 views on TikTok overnight. Since about 6 o'clock last night.
I'll tell you what, this
So
is.
I'm like riding a high, you know?
Have you heard of the TikTok tick?
No, what's that?
So it's young. It's usually girls. Girls love TikTok. Young girls love TikTok.
Is that why you're on it?
Are you on TikTok?
He's big on TikTok too.
I just followed you this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I've got heaps of followers at the moment, so I'm just missing them all.
Do you really? How did you do?
I think I got 200 overnight.
Oh, jeez.
That's a lot.
From
overnight.
0
For me,
to
for me.
200. So
Are they
that's
all like young girls? Is that does the demographic
Well, on
fit?
Instagram, I've got a lot of young girls, according to my
Yeah.
insights. I've got a really large female 18 to 25-year-old audience.
he's already done the.
Yeah.
You could get
the demos.
He's got Rory just doing it.
You could do a
No,
bit of
so-
sentiment analysis on that.
So at I was at a 40th over the weekend, and the person whose birthday it was has a, I think, 10-year-old daughter, 9-year-old daughter. Anyway, I just look over and she's walking and like doing this stuff with her hands, like, fuck it, and I'm just like, oh, what's going on there? But it looks like a tick. Looks, and it's the TikTok dancers, but they're all doing it. They're all doing it with their hands, and like it just. And I said to the person whose birthday it was, I said, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh my, mate, in their sleep they're doing it."
Really?
And
'Cause
so
there's the whole
My
like
sister does it 24/7.
what, the hand thing?
Yeah, and it
like,
gives you the shits. Because like in your peripheral vision, you see, and then you always look over to her.
it's a bizarre phenomenon,
Oh.
isn't it? Like, think about that across the world. Imagine if you created TikTok and like that was my fault. Like that kid doing this at night is like, I enabled that.
Well, I feel like there'd be a bunch of kids who would be claiming that. I was speaking to a mate who's
Claiming what?
like that they
created it.
invented certain
Oh,
things.
no. I mean the creators of TikTok itself. So there's like the
okay, sure.
one up that they created the thing
whole
that made
thing.
the thing. So it's like,
But who's the first one to actually do the
who's the
thing?
first one that did planking? Who's the first one to do the worm? That kind of shit. Like,
Well, there was always, I felt like in school, the kid who says their brother invented like a word, you know?
yeah.
No, never heard of that.
Really? Oh, you
No.
went to a very small school. How many people at your school?
140?
That's not that small, is it?
Yeah, my friend just started calling
That's small.
everyone hummus, like hummus, the dip, and so it was a hummus dip, and I thought he'd invented it and he'd claimed it, and then I was in another friendship circle years later, and they were saying it. I was like, "Fuck, where?" Yeah, it hard to track the origins of this stuff.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Well, my mate said the other day that his son has just started at school and said that he came home and said, "Oh, Dad," he said, like, "Okay, bro." The son said,
Okay, bro.
and he's like, and then he's like, "Oh yeah," and he's like, "Yeah, I invented that. Everyone's saying it at school now." Okay, bro.
yeah.
Like a real.
Well, I
real thing.
invented the Gronk. Like, I mean, Gronk was around, but within this friendship circle.
Within the Daily Talk Show, you definitely started.
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I'm pretty proud of it, guys. Like,
Speaking of the Gronk, I've been getting pushed shirtless photos of the Gronk on my Explore page.
Gronkowski.
Yeah.
So that's
it's different when you star them and they're
I wouldn't
getting pushed
complain.
to. I love
It's actually
looking
my
at.
saved items, yeah.
So Gronkowski is an NFL player, and I'm sure he's got a problem with us doing any kind of merch that has the word Gronk on it because he's trademarked the term Gronk in the States.
We should do it in Australia.
trademark it.
Yeah.
Hard. He's got money, and he would probably chase us down for it.
Would he?
He's got a big forearm, and
So
like,
you think
he's a
JJ's got quads, though.
He's a
yeah,
qu-
I've got big quads.
absolutely not
Forearm
quarterback.
versus
He's got the weakest quads.
Are
Quarterback.
you kidding?
Mate, your quads are weak. He's got the thickest.
I get a lot of
forearm.
compliments on my quads.
Doesn't mean they're strong. You just said they were strong.
What's the difference between looking? So you just think that?
Oh, it was just
If someone's-
factually
so-
stating that.
So if someone's got big biceps, not necessarily strong biceps.
I don't think your legs are big at all.
Got huge.
They're kind of skinny.
I've got big quads. No.
If you have huge quads, which you don't, chances are you're strong. there's people who are bodybuilders that visually look more muscular than others that aren't as strong as some others that don't look as big.
Okay.
See, I've got excess skin almost because like when I'm sitting there, I get and do this, my whole excess skin jiggles.
Oh,
like when I
really?
shake, it just all jiggles.
How does it
So-
make you feel?
Well, I don't know. Just it's odd. It's a weird thing.
And so, could that be a TikTok potentially?
Just sitting there with my legs jiggling.
Yeah.
Well, I've got one for tonight and one for tomorrow night. I'm trying to do one post every day for this week.
Why are you like Instagram was a hard sort of thing for
Fail.
you to get to
It wasn't a
find
hard
consistent.
fail. No,
No, it's hard for you to find consistency. Why are you even? You're inspired. It sounds like
Yeah, because it's fun.
you're a little likes whore, aren't you?
Yeah.
You-
I am now.
You've been rewarded with some views, and now he's motivated.
Yeah.
I wonder if it is the thing. It's like it's they're pushing it into people's feeds. Like why that video? I think the video that he's talking about. There's videos on your page that are 10 times better, 10 times
Yeah,
funnier,
it's weird, isn't it?
and that one got the views.
Do you
Was
think
that
it's
the one with the push-up thing?
That's funny. I love that.
Yeah, I just did that. That was my first ever TikTok. So there was this firefighter and she was showing everyone how good she is at push-ups and then I
It was
duetted
a
it.
plank into a prone hold
Oh, was
on
it?
your hands. Yeah.
Tommy invented planks?
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. So yeah, I did that and that I thought that would take off, but it didn't.
Do
No.
you think so? I mean, your the content's controversial.
I didn't see that. I didn't understand that.
How?
So it's is it a comedy piece? Can you deconstruct what it is? What
So
the piece is?
it's a split screen pretty much or a picture-in-picture.
No, I mean
one
your
side it's
latest
her.
one today,
viral one.
the viral one.
Oh, so it's Mrs. Brown's Boys and you know how her son's girlfriend Mrs. Brown's Boys. Do you watch Mrs. Brown's
no,
Boys?
but my mum loves it.
Yeah, so there's this one of the daughters has a really snoppy blue blood upper class mother and she thinks she's better than Mrs. Brown and she comes over and she knocks on the door and says talks and instead of saying fuck off, Mrs. Brown says that's nice. so all mine is that's nice and
So
that's all it is.
how's
So what the-
how's it?
That's all I say.
anyway,
It's just a video of me saying that's nice.
Oh, so the one that you sent me yesterday, the
yeah,
text
no.
message, that's not the one that went viral.
No, I haven't
Okay.
posted that yet because I'm a bit unsure about
Oh yeah,
that.
I don't think post it.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah, I
What
mean,
is
it's
this?
a commentary on sort of Me Too. I just think that it's probably because I thought that was the one that went viral. I was like, oh, geez, kids like
You're not
kids
pretending
do-
to be Harvey Weinstein, are you?
no. You know,
Okay, good.
Come Fly With Me.
Nah.
Come
yeah, and
fly with.
No, the Little Britain.
No, I haven't
So I
seen-
probably
yeah.
needed
Yeah.
to understand the reference because it.
Yeah, and it's like the owner, CEO of the airline's getting done for sexual assault, and there's this man, a big, bulky, big-boned, as Josh would describe him, man sitting there, and he goes, Mr. Barber, who's the owner of the airline, comes and says, you're very nice breasts, and I'd like to put my head between them and go like this, and shakes his head back and forth. So I did that, and I thought that was funny.
And
but then I thought maybe I
But then
shouldn't
you put the
post that.
tagline. What did it say?
Oh, I can't
the
remember.
Me Too movement be like.
Did you? Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't post it though.
I mean,
Yeah.
not a good time because Harvey
Yeah.
Weinstein's
Yeah.
justice.
Yeah.
But that's why I thought it must have gone viral because when he said I've gone viral and then sent me
Oh
that
no!
video, I was like,
I see what's
oh.
happened.
And so that's why it was going to be a bit of an intervention where I was like, you can get away with it, Has, because your intentions are normally pretty
Yeah.
spot on.
Is there any update on that pig? Harvey Weinstein,
Oh.
has he been sentenced?
I thought you meant that I saw a video of a pig a couple of days ago. Karim posted. Did you see it? That's not funny.
What was it?
The pig that was like shaking because it knew that it was about to be killed.
No. I didn't say. I saw a meme
Why
about
was
like.
that funny?
No.
that's why it's
I'll
not
tell you
funny.
why. I'll tell you why. There was a. I'm not laughing at that. It's like me saying the thing that Harry posted isn't any way
Controversial
because we're talking
yeah,
about different fucking things.
Yeah. We're not aligned today.
No, I saw a meme of a person that said, "I'm only eating, I'm off meat, and I'm only eating things from the sea." And then it was a pig swimming. Just thought it was quite funny.
Yeah, but then you put it with that sort of crying pig that's going to get
That's
slaughtered.
sad, man.
and
One of the things that sent me veggie for 2 days was driving down the Hume Highway back from Shepparton, and I'm sure you've probably seen this, Harry. when you're on the, hitting the
I very
Hume.
rarely drive down the Hume
All right,
Highway.
any highway that could have some cattle trucks or pig trucks. And this pig and I were just locked eyes. It's probably quite dangerous, but I just felt immense sadness looking into this beautiful pig's eyes. It was so big
sad.
too. It was
Well, 'cause they're smarter
150
than
kilos.
dogs.
150 kilos.
Are they?
Well,
Yeah.
Really?
Everyone says pigs are smarter than dogs, but to be fair,
Dolphins are smarter than pigs.
and dogs are pretty dumb.
Depends on what dog you got. Tintin's dog ain't
Oh,
dumb.
wow.
That's-
Pigs are considered the 5th most intelligent animal in the world.
Can you
Jeez.
run through the other 4?
5?
What are
Oh,
the
yeah.
smarter ones?
The doco that Joaquin Phoenix narrates. What's that?
I know you're telling us.
I can't remember what it's called. If you want to, if you watch that, you'll
yeah,
get
Is
it.
it
no, I had-
conspiracy?
No, it's not that one.
I've heard that, yeah. Such a distinct
can't
voice, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, can't remember what it's called.
What
which
is
isn't good.
who is Joaquin Phoenix?
the Joker? The most recent Joker.
Why is that so funny?
Because you're such a joker, Josh.
What's it called?
Get it? No, he's the
Seb's-
Joker. He's the
what-
Joker. He's the
what's
brand new Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix, what's the doco called?
Oh.
I was literally, I asked that question to George.
I'm just
Yeah,
I'm
no,
trying
I
to
should- I
find
should
the
have known before I
5,
started
the top
talking.
5
I thought
animals.
you'd found the 5 already. That's okay. Joaquin Phoenix.
Now, Joaquin
Netflix.
Phoenix, you'd probably know his brother, River. River was
Phoenix.
was
Sounds like
in
a
Stand
movie.
By Me.
Mhm.
You know, when they're walking down the train. Like, that was his
Stand
brother.
By
Anyway,
Me, is that the one where he gets stung by bees and dies?
no, he gets, when he gets on his penis, he gets a leech.
Oh,
On his balls?
I thought, was that at a fat camp?
No, it wasn't a fat camp.
What was the movie that was a
running
fat
away.
camp? Do you remember that? As a kid, that was a great movie.
Was
And
that
they were like hiding like their food. I could relate to
Is
that.
this real
Dominion
life?
was what it was called.
What was the movie?
The doco was Dominion.
Dominion.
It's on YouTube, but you'll go vegan if you watch that. It's,
Really?
yeah,
Did you
it's
go
full-
vegan?
I actually couldn't watch more than 10 minutes of it. It was, it wasn't good.
And so I guess you just need to get high quality. Like if you're going to eat meat, I went to.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the conversation we need to get into.
Well, because the thing is, I've been thinking about it. It's like bacon, not good, just in regards to like you think about the pigs, but potentially I'm still okay with steak.
you feel better being vegetarian if you went longer than 2 days or 1 week.
I went for a month. I felt like shit.
Oh, I feel so much better.
Really? Oh, that's right. You're veg.
I've
I
been
kept
Since
forgetting.
when?
Year 7.
Oh, that's right.
And it was
It's
all
not for everyone, though. I think
No.
that's...
No, but I feel so much healthier.
Well, but you don't know what
But
it
I
is.
don't
'cause-
look at it.
Yeah.
You were 12 when you went vegan.
Yeah.
Your diet wasn't dialed
Vegan or
in.
veggie?
Oh, sorry, veggie.
Well, I used to eat like a full porterhouse when we would go to the pub. Like I wouldn't order off the kids' menu.
yeah.
And that was when you were how old?
Before I was in year 7,
How many
Yeah.
pots did you have?
pints.
You had pints. Oh, sorry, mate. Did you find those top 5 animals?
Yeah, chimps, goats, elephants, parrots.
Parrots?
Is that order,
dolphins.
though? That's order?
Yeah, I think so.
And so
Parrots are second?
Well, parrots can talk. So what's the ones above parrots?
Dolphins.
Chimp and a goat.
Can chimps and goats talk?
Mate, I had an obsession with goats in Shepparton, and because they're cheeky, they're fun, playful.
They're like your spirit animal.
They are my spirit animal. I had a goat in the studio once. I had a woman does goat blankets, and they made a like goat fur, not like shaves. It's
Oh,
not,
okay, sure.
not leather.
killing
It's not goat leather.
It's not the
Can you
skin.
get goat leather? Anyway, I had this beautiful sort of knitted, threw it out. Candy got it for me for my birthday.
That's nice.
And it was like a poncho, really heavy, but scratchy,
Yeah.
Not
they
worth it.
probably needed to put some form of like lining.
Yeah, it was too scratchy. Really
When-
scratchy for
When
me.
I was out walking to work yesterday, there was obviously some form of like school excursion that's happening across like sort of north side.
How old?
I'm not good at picking ages.
What, primary school?
primary school,
high
yeah,
school?
yeah. I reckon they were probably 10 to 12.
Were they TikToking?
No, they weren't. But they, I don't think they were holding hands, but they were basically taking up the whole path.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
annoying.
And
Yeah.
so I remember as a kid, that was like a big thing. It's like just everyone move over, and they didn't say anything. And I was just like, I had my coffee and I had to like hold it up and say, excuse me. And they're all looking at me like I'm a fucking idiot. And I'm like, in that moment, I had to make a decision. I either just keep going or because there's always a teacher at the end. And so I had the opportunity of, do I say, keep your fucking kids in line
All right, Dad.
or do I just keep walking?
Okay, boomer.
And so I ended up I was like, you know what?
Can't
Like,
say
I don't
anything.
want to say anything.
Kids get an absolute free pass. Like,
It's annoying. Yeah.
they're not intelligent. Like, their brain hasn't formed yet. Like, it just doesn't.
But
you
surely
can't.
I think that we could, like, that's an easy thing to get happening, right? To get everyone, like, can't you guys see, can't the
No, I
teachers
know, I
see that, like, what am I meant to do? Like, we've got this weird thing about strangers and kids. Like, I was having to there was touching going on so I could get past.
Don't implicate
Like,
yourself.
I was like having to basically push.
Could have you not gone across the road or like?
No, I couldn't have. The way that it was, they were at a corner and I was like crossing, and the way that it was all positioned, I'm like, I'm fucked either way. It would have taken me an extra 15 minutes to get to work if I'd avoided them. It's too long.
How long would have it taken if you just waited?
I would have, and do what? Wait, where?
Where
Wait,
are you?
where the
Which
kids
road are you on?
I was on the
Behind
corner of Johnston and Wellington, and they were all the way up Wellington, and I was trying to cross over Wellington. So I could have,
Were they
turned
walking
left.
somewhere?
They must have been.
Yeah, I mean,
And then I saw that, so they were everywhere yesterday.
it's just. I mean, Bodie at his new daycare will be going on excursions, and so you got to sign the forms, and they go out. It's so cute. They put him in like little high vis jackets.
Because I
and
sort of
they're
understand
so
that.
Cute.
But I feel like kids of that age are potentially more controlled because like everyone holding hands, you got to make sure they don't run over the road.
Nah, but
I feel like
they're more likely to just like all of a sudden just crack and sprint onto the road.
oh,
You know, just like weird shit like that.
the main thing for today's episode is the book club.
Yeah, how's your current book going?
It's great.
You're doing one book a month, aren't you? Like
Yep.
the book of.
hmm And so 29 days, less days. So 29th is Saturday.
It's a leap year day.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is the
I
day
would-
of the Adventure Club. Exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was doing the throwbacks for the week, and so there's no throwback for Saturday.
because it didn't
So I had
exist
to go-
last
You
year.
must have been right.
That'll be cool. We need to.
No,
I mean,
because it goes on Sunday instead.
so we're going. So it land. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, I get it. But in 4 years' time, we'll be able to put a throwback
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
this day.
So you've got to do something special. Mardi Gras is that weekend too, isn't it?
Mardi Gras been, hasn't it?
No, I don't think it has.
You told me it has, TJ.
Well, I'd seen a lot of colourful, topless shots coming through my feed,
Was it
which was
Gronkowski?
last week. No. It was actually
Feb 25th.
Friday.
That's
So it's yesterday.
Yesterday.
No. It was across the weekend.
Here we go. Feb 14th to the 1st of March.
Yeah,
so
but
it goes
there's
to
a
that, like,
huge,
when's
but
the
no,
big
but there's like,
parade?
yeah, the big parade.
Oh, I want to go to that.
Well, when's the parade? We'll find out when the parade
It could be
is.
this Saturday
Would you buy me plane tickets?
No.
to go to Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I'll be your correspondent.
Where would
from-
you have to? You'd have to stay somewhere though, or you do an all nighter.
Would you do a 3D deal and
Yeah,
get Trev
use the
to-
mini bar.
yeah? No,
I
which
wish we could.
29th.
the
Saturday.
29th.
It is, yeah.
So it is on Saturday.
They beat mate. The Sydney just comes alive.
Yeah, we
Comes
can-
alive.
So what's the go? Sorry, I'm trying to work out the logistics of the Adventure Club. When do I get my bike and where do I meet?
Mate, they're not
You don't get a
details
bike.
I need to sort out.
What do you mean? Who sorts them
But
out?
we do, to be
Yeah, that's what I'm
Fucking big babies do. I'm not sorting out anyone else's stuff.
Because I'm going to get...
It's come with a bike. It's this Saturday. We're meeting at 8:30 a.m.
This is you're talking like this detail. This is like the
I think
10th
we
time
need,
you've
I think
brought
we
up
need to
these details.
formalize it somewhere.
Yeah,
Maybe in a
yeah.
Facebook event or something like that.
So what I've actually realised is I'm not doing that. I'm not formalising it because it actually puts too much pressure on me having to
I know.
think about someone else's situation, what they need to bring to the table.
Well,
Like-
at least just info somewhere in terms of like.
Yeah, it is
written
today.
down.
That's when I'm doing it. I'm
Do you think
actually
there's a bit of
this
protection?
episode-
It'll be posted. Like, are we going to post it in a group or something?
Yeah.
Just text.
I'm loving
Yeah,
this,
today.
by the way, because there's no book club chat.
Book club.
No,
Because I want to get a tandem bike because I can't...
Oh, that'll
I
be
can
fun. I'd love
just
to go on a
steer, 'cause
tandem with-
I don't want to pedal. I want to steer.
Hey Mason, can you write this now on our
Facebook.
Facebook group?
Yeah.
Meeting Saturday, Feb 29 at 8:30 a.m.
do you think you've dropped the ball with this?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I appreciate.
I feel like you with the Seth- I feel like you with the Seth Godin book.
Is this the?
And I don't
No,
want to
this
feel
is
this way
Josh
anymore.
with the book club.
And no-
Hang on. Feb 29, Saturday, Feb 29, 8:30 a.m.
Yeah.
It's not.
Arrival at Victoria Park. Abbotsford, is it?
Yeah.
Abbotsford.
What if we don't have a
near
bike?
the grandstand. Not
Can
my
we
problem.
walk?
BYO bike cannot walk. It's a ride.
Could we do a walking bit? So maybe
No, don't sideline me.
The reason I'm not sidelining you, but I'm just thinking.
I don't even know what that means. So keep this going, Mace.
Yeah, I'm still riding. Go for it.
BYO bike.
Yep. Helmet.
Helmet. Yeah. I mean, you cannot. Yeah, it's not. I don't
Everyone
control
should
you.
wear helmets. I think.
But definitely wear a helmet. It's helmet advised. Just
Helmet
put that.
advised, yeah.
Helmet advised by law in brackets. Legally required.
If you're on private property, do you need to wear?
I think so,
Nah.
yeah. Oh, are you sure?
No, we never wore helmets.
I mean, but that's not the law.
You can do what you want on your own property.
Yeah, for sure.
You sure?
Unless
I don't know
like
about
shooting guns and stuff, if you don't have a license for the gun.
He's
But
also
if you have a license,
you
can
have
shoot
to wear a
guns.
seatbelt in a car on your private property.
No.
Sure.
Not on private property. It's a complete different ball game. The only
Different
thing is
kettle of
guns
fish.
and shit where it's completely illegal to own a fire, have a firearm that's not registered and not yours, and you can't shoot it. Like so,
'Cause you would
but
have,
motorbikes and shit. If you can ride motorbikes, no helm, everything you can do anything you want. Is it advised? No.
Well, you had like all your car. How many cars did you have
Oh,
on the
I
farm?
turned through cars like there was no tomorrow as a
Really?
kid.
Yeah.
How much concussion?
No, not really. We had family friends, and no matter when they came over, we would have a shitting disaster. Like crash the car, crash into a fence, broken ankle, all sorts
Yeah.
of stuff.
Bro, how did you break an ankle in a car?
She'd driven a go-kart into the front gate. But we there was 2 fence posts, and she'd driven the car. This is another time she crashed it. She'd driven the car straight between the 2 fence posts
Ooh.
into the fence, like the barbed wire and stuff. And the car fitted by a bee's dick. Like if we were any far off, we would have seriously hurt ourselves. But it was only the mirrors that got
Was it a
hurt.
dual go-kart?
No, this
was it
is
a
a car.
car?
This
Okay.
is the Hyundai. Small Grin, I think it was called.
Small grin.
Yeah, they're all...
Mason, can you put departure 8:50?
So 8:30
20
arrival.
minutes, yeah.
Yep. So it's 20 minutes. That's fair. Just have a bit of shit talk.
Yeah.
Alec, so be finished by
9:15.
9:50, 8:50, 9:50, 10:50, 11:50, 12 o'clock finish.
Okay.
Big day.
Where are you
No,
going?
you can.
Or is that a secret?
So this is the this is the thing. An adventure isn't necessarily worked out. You take the activity, which is a bike and a bike ride. This is what I'm thinking about. I'll run it past you. It is quite late to do this, but in terms of how we actually play out the ride, there will be periods of time where a person's in charge of taking us wherever they want.
Oh, yeah.
And so I've got the first bit, which gets us onto an awesome trail that leads us out.
Is it the trail that I used to live on?
Yeah, but there's
It's
another
too narrow.
no. There's another section of it that takes you into sort of like more shrub land and takes you towards out towards Bulleen, like out towards that way.
So we're just riding to your place and then everyone's
Coon.
No,
stuck there.
absolutely not. Well, I'm just starting the first bit, so it's about the next Gronk that takes over.
Do you think that
We've
people
got
will...
Campbell Ramble's coming. I mean, I just got him Cam,
Campbell
and I was
Ramble.
thinking it didn't make sense. Ramble is what what makes sense to me. Ramble's coming. He's pumped.
Great.
Yeah,
Dress code?
mate, whatever you want.
I'm not coming.
Yeah, I mean Mardi Gras themed. Whoever
Yeah. Oh,
wants to
that'd be
go
fun.
We
there.
might go and get a coffee, George.
Yeah.
Sit there.
You
and-
can go. Yeah, I'm not,
won't be here.
This is the thing. Yeah,
Oh, that's
you're
right.
not
You're
here.
going to be away.
Yeah.
I mean, just quickly, tires, like type of bike. It's okay. Like, is it, are we...
Oh, not a racer. It needs to be a
Okay,
bike
but
that
a
actually.
road bike. Road bike. Can you bring? Are we going off road?
Yeah, but it's not like
But
extreme terrain.
You wouldn't
that
want to
you need
use
a
a
downhill.
road bike on.
No, so you can't use a road bike.
Okay,
It rules out Josh, is what you're saying.
Sure.
But that's fine. He
Mine's
didn't
a
want to come.
cyclocross.
He didn't want to come.
Mine's cyclocross. It's actually designed for this very thing, but no, I'm not coming.
Did you
Are you
get
not
it?
coming?
He's not going to come. Of course, he's not.
I'll do.
don't expect him to.
I'll be there for the banter at the beginning.
Really?
I'll walk down,
What
say
if I
good day
bring a bike
everyone,
for you?
sign a few helmets, and then I'm heading home.
We might hire one of those bikes where you have a little fella sitting in the front pedaling. Oh, I sent you a photo of it, and it's 2 seats in the back.
like
a rickshaw.
Who's riding
The rickshaw won't fit down the tracks we're going. Not at all. Like
Really?
it won't.
It's that narrow?
wouldn't. No, I mean a rickshaw's not going to
How
fit
many
down a
people are you
meter wide.
expecting, do you think?
Doesn't matter to me.
Sounds-
Campbell and I, like if it just ends up being Campbell and I'm happy with that. Ramble. Like, and that's the thing. That's where it's like I'm not going to do the the teas. A lot of learnings from this.
Are you going, Sevs?
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was baked in that we were all going to go.
Yeah,
think
I have a bike for you. If you want a bike, I've got a spare bike that
it
you
would
can
be
use.
good to be able to try and just get my bike.
No, but you can't. Your
to spec.
tires.
No, the tires are designed. I can show you videos.
Okay, great.
Cyclocross. Look up cyclocross.
I just got
You don't
a
have
call
to.
from Hayden Dibb.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one too.
He's probably here, is he?
Yeah.
So
But anyway, that's happening. So, Sevs, can you hit post on that?
Sure can.
And maybe any questions, email or comment below. And this is onto the group.
Great.
When's the
Do we put the address, Victoria Park? Maybe grab the actual.
Yeah. I'll set it up.
Should we
I've
say
written
at
all the
the
details
stands?
down, so I'll do it
Oh, great.
after.
at the ticket section? Any update on the life hack before we do this?
Yeah, so we're just getting an Aussie number. So I just had to send through a few
People
documents.
don't understand what that means. You haven't explained the whole text message.
I'm setting up a text message service, and so I was given a US number, but I want an Australian number, so it's cheaper for people to text.
Why do people care?
About an Aussie versus international SMS number.
No, what's it all for? I think you've gotten so far into the weeds, you're forgetting that people don't understand what the
Mr. 97 has a life hack club. Part of the life hack club, he is setting up a automated text message service which will be sending out life hacks. And so you need to sign up, and then you'll be getting sick text messages from Sevs telling you shit like peanut butter's on sale, which is some of the best information ever.
It's also a two-way thing, so you can write back.
That's great.
Mate,
Will
I
you be
always write
signing
fuck
hats on
off to the ones that send through that I haven't opted in for. But this is different. I could say fuck off, Sevs.
That's so if you get, isn't that a treat? People get to write to you, Sevs.
Amazing.
Yeah. You're going to be signing helmets on Saturday too.
No
His ego is out of
thirsty,
control,
no,
isn't it? It's just like-
absolutely no thirsty MMSs back to him.
Yeah.
Can you get MMSs back?
MMSs aren't supported.
Okay.
Right.
By
No
you.
thirst traps.
or by-
Not by them.
And so you're also, is it correct that we will, we can use the tech service for our own clubs as well?
Oh, I've got an idea. I've got an idea.
That's
Mate, you've got
no,
enough to deal with.
No,
at
no,
the
no,
moment.
no, no. I think this is because the thing
You're
is,
sounding more and more like me, the way that you just,
because
this idea, that idea.
have I not? I haven't. Just let me fucking speak, Lynn. I feel like I haven't pushed you into having to come to this thing because I'm not doing the book club. Like I don't care about it.
Which
And so,
you need to, it's called You're Not Listening, What You're Missing and Why It Matters. You need to read this book.
yeah, but you've got to read it first before you can say that I need to read
Yeah,
it.
well, I have.
What about on Saturday morning, same time, coincides, Zoom call to talk about the book?
Oh, yeah, great.
I think it's a great idea. That way I'm off doing my book club. You can, my version
it all
of that.
comes out.
My
You're doing
version.
a book club, are you?
Yep. It's called the writing book club. No, but so you get a Zoom call at 8:50 kickoff.
Yeah. 8:30 for banter.
Pre-ramble,
Yeah.
8:30 banter, coffee. And then you kick that off, and then we'll be coming back to the office
Okay, yeah,
anyway,
great.
and then we'll have
Which
some
one
beers.
do I go
We'll
to?
have some beers.
Oh, that's a great question.
You're coming to the writing.
Here we quad lock.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be on
Can
the
we
Zoom
stick our
call.
phones on with the Zoom?
That's a great idea. That's awesome. You don't have to. You got to be back on.
Yeah.
No,
I'll be using my fast internet at home and having it all dialed in with a sort of a nice. But I might even come in here with the lights.
Yeah, do it in here.
Yeah, do it in
with the microphone and everything. So you get. We're meeting here at 8:30.
No, you're not.
No, before Ramble and I.
Oh, really? You
Yeah,
guys
we're
are
going to meet here,
reorganised
but
that.
then we're going to be there by 8:30. We're meeting here at 8. But anyway, finer details in Sev's post on our Facebook group, and let's put it onto the page too.
Yeah. So a little bit of a tease just for what people can expect in regards to the book club. So You're Not Listening, What You're Missing and Why It Matters. It's by Kate Murphy. George, people are loving the book.
People are absolutely, yeah.
Your mum's loving the book.
Mum does love it. She calls me and says, you got to just read the last chapter. The last chapter.
And then
will
she
tell
says,
you
pass
everything."
that on to Josh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, she loves it. She thinks it's a great choice.
Thank you.
which you'll deep dive into it, Josh, on Saturday morning on your
but
Zoom call.
I'll just give a couple of little notes if that's okay. Interestingly, they talk about how when we're close to people, we actually listen to them less. And so
you're sick of their shit.
well, there's a bunch of assumptions.
Am I right, Haz?
Yeah.
Is that close in proximity? Or
No.
No, it's
Close as
close
into relationship. So at the start, you're like curious about people, but then you feel like you know your partner or your mate or whoever it is, and you stop asking the questions and you stop listening, which I think is interesting. So that was, what was that?
Sorry.
He's on
So
TikTok.
what's that? Are you on
TikTok?
Are you on TikTok?
I was, yeah.
The thing about TikTok, you open it up and it starts blaring.
Starts pain in the
So-
ass.
I would have thought you had your volume down though.
No, I was going to film just from over here.
So one of the interesting, I wrote this down. So I ended up getting the audio book and put it on 2 times speed because it was getting a bit sort of end of the month. Some of the interesting things you already know about you.
Pardon?
You already know about you.
I already know about me.
Yeah, you don't have to talk about yourself.
Yeah. If you have an interaction with someone, you need to ask, what did I learn about them? Stop talking about yourself, not just to you, but I'm saying this to everyone.
Yeah.
So that was one big thing. The other thing, which Kate talks about in the book, which I found very interesting, people on dates nowadays, they don't give their last name.
All right,
Did you know
Dad.
Did you know this?
But how do you go
on
about
dates
that?
nowadays?
No, did you know this?
But
I
why
think
would
give
you?
it a
Well,
last
hi,
name.
I'm Josh
Why-
Janssen.
Yeah.
No, but just in general. Like,
But-
I would just assume that if
This
I'm...
seems flawed.
What's flawed?
Instagram has your last name on there.
So this is the
Facebook.
point. So
Whenever I ask somebody, what's your name to put in my phone, it's always first and second name.
Well, so the whole thing is that's now seen as a bit of like a next step. So in regards to you're not listening, what's happening is we're all going onto Instagram. We're looking at George Stills or whatever your fucking Insta account's called, George.
Yeah.
George Stills?
Can you change that or?
Yeah. I'm happy. I don't really use
No,
it that
don't
much.
tell him. Don't
Well,
tell him.
this is-
How did you land on George
I've actually
Stills?
got 2.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Little White George.
What's that all about?
It's just a bit, I don't know, it's just pictures of me. It's just a bit looser. The other one,
Can I follow that one?
yeah, you can follow it.
Is it
Actually-
private account?
Yeah, it's private.
Yeah, but I remember back in the day, it'd always be handy to find out the person, like a girl that I was interested in's last name, so you could start jumping. I mean, this is early days, Facebook, and just trying to find
People
it.
are onto it.
Yeah,
And so now it's seen as the next step because I would be the same if I was dating someone or, going on a date. I'm Googling to find out. And the problem is that why this is relevant to You're Not Listening is she talks about, we all have these assumptions around people. So we'd go on their Instagram account and we would work them all out and we'd get less curious on the day.
oh yeah.
And so what are you doing, Sam?
Letting
letting Harry. I
her-
think we were taking a piss halfway through the show.
Yeah.
Little White.
Little White George.
Little white George. Anyway, let's wrap it up because Hayden's going to be coming in. We're going to.
It's a daily talk show. So I'll put a link for everyone to be able to join the book club. I'm going to announce right now what the next book is.
I think it's not, dude. You got to get through
alright.
it. You got to do it on your Zoom call at the end.
I do it on the Zoom call.
Yeah.
But what if people want to join because they've found out what the book is?
No, but he's already said it.
So
He's
I'm going
already
to do
said
it. And
once.
George, what's the deal? What have we organised with your
Wait,
mum?
are you announcing the book or not?
No, I don't think you do.
Okay.
You've
Well, when
There's
you
too
do,
many mixed messages.
Yeah.
You haven't even fucking finished
Here
the
we
first
go.
one.
Don't project from
okay, when you do, you can order the book from my mum and she'll post it and you'll get it in time. If not, you can buy it from a local bookstore because helping local bookstores helps mum's bookstore.
Love that.
Amazon is there
I love
to
that.
take the small guy down.
Okay.
God, he's reading off a piece of paper right now.
Mine's very
No,
good.
this is great. This is great. So,
no.
your Zoom call on Saturday morning.
And I think that if you're interested in being a better version of yourself, you definitely want to tune into that.
Yeah.
Saturday, 8:30. All the details on the Facebook group, and also, I think we'll put it somewhere else. I'll have a think.
We can do
Yeah.
a post. We can do one of your black.
Thank you for all the Apple podcast reviews
Yeah.
too.
And
We'll
also,
get-
and also tomorrow we've got Limo on the show.
oh yeah, that'll be good fun. All right, see you then, guys.
See ya.